I am well aware that many of you do not read Fortune magazine. Many of you don't even come into contact with it unless you're at a newsstand. And these days, how many of us frequent newsstands anymore? In fact, to be honest with you, the only time I'm ever at a newsstand anymore is when I'm traveling. And past couple of days, I happen to have been on the road and in a couple of airports. And there I was confronted with a special edition of Fortune magazine that we talk about on this program every year. And once again, as happens every year, in case you are new to this program, you may not know what I'm going to say. Those who've been listening for a long time probably have a good idea. I flipped my way through the special edition of Fortune. And you do not have to buy this edition. In fact, I would not recommend most of you buy it because you probably won't even read it. You can simply find the online version of Fortune magazine. I believe you can go to Fortune.com and somehow sign up for it. Or if you have AOL, Fortune is included with your AOL subscription. You just put in the keyword Fortune. And you can find the entire contents of this particular issue. And the issue I'm talking about comes out every year. Is the 50 most powerful women in business. I am second to none in my admiration of people who make it to the top in business. Well, I will say that women are so far behind men in business, they have to separate them out and give them a separate list of the 50 most powerful women, because very few of these would make the 50 most powerful people in business. Kind of like you have to have the LPGA to go with the PGA, or you need to have the WNBA to go with the NBA. Women just aren't as good as men at it. So they have to have a separate list so the little ladies can be the top 50 of something. The 50 most powerful women in business. Fortune magazine. From politically correct New York City. A special report on 50 of those powerful women in business. And it is an edition of Fortune magazine that year in and year out proves what I've been telling you. And that is that the more successful you are in business, ladies, the more likely it is that you are homely, devoid of sexuality, dykey-looking, or just plain fugly. The list is there for all to see. It speaks for itself. That's a pretty ugly list when the two hottest women on the list are Oprah Winfrey and Martha Stewart. That's a fugly list. By the way, dear, Martha Stewart was fired from doing The Apprentice. Nobody gives a rat's ass about her anymore. I don't know why they ever did. But, yeah, 50 most powerful women in business. Homely, 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 homely. As I love to say on this program, these are the women who had plenty of Friday and Saturday nights free to hunker down and study for the NBA. You don't see a lot of 9s and 10s on this list. And you don't see any. Hot chicks were out partying. Hot chicks were being bought cars, condos, being taken around the world. Hot chicks with all the best parties. Hot chicks were given money. They were on the payroll. They didn't have to do anything. Most of them marry well and move to very expensive suburbs. And then when they're over the hill, they take their husbands to the cleaners and take the money they earned and use that to live out the golden years. It's a pretty simple formula. And this special edition of Fortune magazine every year reaffirms what many of you consider to be the worst in humanity. To me, it reaffirms Darwinism at its best. Hot chicks don't have to become the 50 most powerful women in business. All they have to know how to do is suck a basketball through a garden hose. Somebody else will give them money, spend money on them, take them where they need to go. They don't even have to read Fortune magazine, much less the local newspaper. Forget it. Not necessary. You can tell by looking at these sensibly coiffed, fugly individuals, devoid of plastic surgery, that, they read the paper, probably 2 or 3 a day. They dress in sensible business suits, pearls, sensible heels. They work 14, 16 hours a day. Many of them are barren, hoping to find the right guy who would want to be their house husband, be their sperm donor, take care of whatever offspring they might create in some of their rare spare time. And then they'd be creating fat or fugly, usually fugly, children. And that man would have to hope that in the case of divorce, he'd get some big cashola in the end. Just a homely-looking lot that reaffirms everything I've always believed. You're absolutely right, Dean. These are women who don't read Us Weekly or People or the National Enquirer like hot chicks. These women probably read Fortune magazine and the Wall Street Journal and Barron's and Business Week. What man wants to sit talking to a woman about that? Oh, I read all those publications. But do I want to see a woman who actually feels the need to read those publications? These women who know that if they do not succeed in business, they've got problems because no man will ever pay their bills. They had to succeed. They had the ultimate motivation. Being homely, gawky, and awkward in school forced them to study harder. These were probably 4.0 students, Harvard-bound in many cases, probably very accomplished in a variety of areas, because they know that no man would ever pay the bill, or should I say, looking at some of these cabooses, pay the freight to be married to that. Am I wrong?
Tom Leykis.
Tom Leykis?
Leykis.
Leykis.
1-800-5800-TOM.
You're the best thing to happen to men since remote control.
Thank you.
It's the Tom Leykis Show.
It's the Tom Leykis Show. 1-800-5800-TOM is our telephone number. Brian on the Tom Leykis Show. Hello.
Hey, Tom, what's happening, brother?
Not much, doing a radio show here.
Good job at that. Question, it seems like you're a little bitter that these women made their empire in this world.
Oh, not at all. Not at all. As a matter of fact, I've cited Oprah Winfrey as an example of how there is no glass ceiling in America, how a woman willing to work as hard as a man and show up every day to work and not leave work early to pick up the kid at school can be easily as successful as any man, if not more successful. And I think that's great. But I also happen to know that it proves what I always say, that the women who are successful in business are generally fugly.
True.
And they are fugly for a reason. It's Darwinism. Hot chicks don't have to become successful at business. Water seeks its own level. Hot chicks will always be taken care of till they're not hot anymore.
I was just checking. It sounded like you were bitter, but if it's just you're stating a comment that most of the successful women in this country are fugly, I can agree with that.
That's the point I'm trying to make. I think it's great that anybody who wants to work hard can. I also believe that women who are fat or fugly are much less likely to have children to have to leave work for, much less likely to have husbands or boyfriends, much less likely to have somebody paying their bills. So, of course, they had more time to study in school and get better grades and get advanced degrees and climb their way up the corporate ladder.
All right, man. Sweet Tom, you take me out of the bong hit?
Here you go, Brian.
Thanks, brother.
Cheryl on the Tom Leykis Show. Hello.
Hey, Tom.
Hey, Cheryl.
Hey, Tom.
Hey.
How are you, babe?
Great, dear.
Let me tell you, honey. 39, no college degree, self-made millionaire, single by choice, 4 kids, and the guys check me out all the time.
Uh-huh.
I am hot, babe, and
Really?
I got money.
How tall are you, dear?
5'6".
How much do you weigh?
Last time, 150.
That's not that hot, dear.
You wouldn't. Oh, yeah, it is.
Oh, yeah, I know.
You meet up with me, honey.
Oh, yeah, I would know, darling.
No, it is.
Yeah, why don't you come down and show us?
All right, where you at? I'm on my way to the Eagles concert anytime.
Dean will tell you how to get down here. We will be the judge.
You will be the judge, and you will be the judge. And I guarantee you're not going to tear anything up.
We'll take your photo. We'll put it on the website. We'll let everybody decide.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Put it on there. Mom, 4 kids, self-made. Boom. Do it.
You had to be self-made at 150 pounds.
Oh, hell no. Are you kidding?
Of course.
That was by choice, hon.
I don't care the fact that you chose it. I know the result.
No.
You have to be a self-made millionaire.
No, matter of fact, when I talk about losing weight, this guy I'm dating, he's like, absolutely don't lose a pound.
Really?
No way. No way.
Is he African-American?
No.
Why do you say it that way?
No.
Very few white guys would say that.
No, absolutely not. And, you know, my ex...
Is it Chubby Chaser?
Huh?
He's a Chubby Chaser?
No. I'm a successful woman. I'm a businesswoman, and I'm...
But men do not look for women according to whether or not they're successful.
That's right. It's whether they're hot and they look like they're good in bed, right?
Right.
Right, and that's how I get them. They think I'm hot, good in bed, and then they look at my...
Oh, but, you know, again, we all we have is your word for this. I think the Power 50 edition of Fortune magazine every year proves my point, time and time again.
I don't know. I think you're a little bit off on this one. You could be a hot chick, be self-made.
Why aren't there any hot chicks on that Fortune list?
Probably not.
Why aren't there?
But there's a lot of hot women out there that have a lot of money.
Yeah, well, they usually got it from men.
No, I didn't get mine from men.
Dear, you're 39 and you weigh 150 pounds. I mean, come on.
I look good. Oh, yeah, and I look good.
That's what you tell us.
Yeah, it's a fact, babe. It's a fact.
Yeah, well,
matter of fact, I do a little bit of TV and radio myself.
I'll give you a fact. You will never come down here. And you do not become a self-made millionaire by doing TV or radio.
Honey, no, it's real estate. Matter of fact, I'm semi-retired.
Oh, so you do infomercials. I see.
It's buying property.
I do a little TV and radio myself. The following program is the opinion of its producer. It does not represent the opinions of this station.
It broke off radio. You don't make any money off TV and radio.
Oh, really? Oh, is that so? Well, dear, I'll tell you what. You come down and do a little FICO score on me, Miss Real Estate.
What, 650?
No, I'm 800 plus, darling.
Okay, you show us. You get that.
I'll show you. Come down here and show yourself. I'll show you my FICO score.
Honey. I'm hot.
Yeah, you will never come down here.
I'll come down.
You will not.
Oh, yes, I will.
Yeah, well, you go ahead and give Dean the information. We'll see if you actually show up. 1-800-5800-TOM is their telephone number. Natasha on the Tom Leykis Show. Hello.
Hi, Dad.
Hi, dear.
Well, I'd like to put my picture next to that woman's shower that you don't have to be self-made. I told Dino I'm 21, 5'3", 34D, which I didn't pay for, 98 pounds, driving an SL 600, and live in a condo that I don't pay for any of it.
Right, and that SL 600, you didn't write the check for that either, did you?
No.
Mm-hmm.
So you're right on every note, and I would love to come down there so you can sign my rack.
You want to come down here and I'll sign your rack?
I love it.
I'd love to see it.
I would love to see your signature on it.
All right, hang on. Dean's going to set that up, too. Love this. 1-800-5800-TOM is our telephone number. Nadine on the Tom Leykis Show. Hello.
Hi, Dad.
Hi, dear.
First of all, for that previous lady, she had 4 kids. You forgot to ask her the paychecks coming from the different dads of the 4 kids.
Oh, that's a good question, too. That's how she became a self-made millionaire?
Yes, exactly. Second of all, I was browsing through Time Magazine, and they had 10 people with ambition, whatever, and it was Martha Stewart and Oprah Winfrey and Condoleezza Rice. were in there, and they had pictures of them when they were younger.
Right.
Let's just say they were very fugly if Oprah had to start reading at the age of 2. And I believe in education. I go get educated, but I also believe in if you're beautiful, why not use the man's money? We're not being materialistic. We're just being realistic. If a woman was smart and she was hot, why wouldn't she get stuff paid for instead of spending her own money for it?
She had no choice.
Exactly. And I've called you before. I told you I have a women's studies class with fat, ugly girls in there, and they're just horrible, and they just care about making their own money, and they look down on people that look better than them. But actually, we have the side up, so.
No doubt.
All right, Tom, blow me up.
Here you go. 1-800-5800-TOM is our telephone number. Chris on the Tom Leykis Show. Hello.
Hey, what's going on, Tom?
Not much, Chris.
Hey, man, you know, I agree with you generally, but I'll say in L.A., though, there are few, like, well-to-do, gorgeous chicks, man. I'm telling you.
Well, I agree with that. Or those who are. I mean, anytime you see a hot chick behind the wheel of a Mercedes or a BMW, do you ever say to yourself, yeah, you know, she's probably an executive?
No. I mean, I agree. I agree that, like, most of the time when, like a gorgeous woman has, like, money, it's all, you know, through, like, the various ways that, you know, we discuss every week on 101.
Yeah.
But I'll say it because there are exceptions, and, you know, I know what we say about exceptions, that there's always exceptions. But all I'm saying is that most of those exceptions of, like, beautiful women that have, like, good jobs are right here in this city. So I'm just trying to give an advertisement to everybody that's out there that, like, if you believe that it's possible, it's only possible right here in Los Angeles, California.
Yeah, well, I'll tell you what. The only chicks who are driving expensive cars are chicks who could actually wrap their lips around one of those tailpipes and suck all the exhaust right out of it.
And they do that, too. The executive ones do that out, too, out here, Tom. Man, you know what? I love what you're doing. I listen every day. You know what?
What?
Man, I'm going to tell you, Tom, like, I've been a connoisseur. It's like, even before I discovered Leykis 101, I knew that Leykis 101 was in my heart. You know what I mean?
Yeah, of course.
I'm 27. I got my job, got a car, got an apartment, you know what I mean, got an education. Dude, it's lovely. Life is lovely if you just follow the rules.
That's exactly right.
Man, let me get a, well, first let me just say go Lakers since they're playing.
Of course.
At which point, let me get a bong hit, Tom. Take me out.
All right, here you go, Chris.
Thank you, Tom.
1-800-5800-TOM is our telephone number. This is Ken on the Tom Leykis Show. Hello.
Hi, Tom.
Hi, Ken.
Hey, just wanted to tell you I love you, man.
Thank you.
Hey, going back a couple callers ago, there is no woman out there, 5'6", 150 pounds, that even can consider themselves hot. It's impossible.
Oh, I agree with you.
And I don't even know how they can even get on the air and say that they're hot.
Well, this Cheryl chick claims she's coming down here on Friday. I'll believe it when I see it.
You would have to. And I still, even if you saw it, wouldn't believe it because she's 150 pounds.
Exactly.
You know, maybe 100, 105, then she's talking, but not 150 pounds.
Absolutely.
But, hey, I've listened to you for a long time. I love you. Can you take me out old school?
Here you go, Ken. 1-800-5800-TOM is our telephone number. This is Bam on the Tom Leykis Show. Hello.
Hey, Tom.
Bam.
How you doing, brother?
Pretty good.
Hey, man, my brother told me about your radio station, man. I've been listening ever since in this traffic, and I think you're doing some good things.
Thank you.
I got a question, man. How did you get your credit score so high, man? I've been working on mine for the last 3 years, and it's only going up like a few points. You know what I mean?
Here's one way. I don't have any debts.
I'm trying to get there.
I know. But by the way, you can get there.
Okay.
Mr. Dean J. D'Amelio, what is your FICO score now? He's at 749. Dean is at 749.
Man. With no debt.
Well, he's got his debts down to a manageable amount. He makes his payments every month, on time, mostly automatic payments.
Right.
So he's never, ever late. Ever.
Okay, that's what I'm doing now.
That's how you do it.
Okay, brother.
Good luck.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, Bam. 1-800-5800-TOM. Doyle on the Tom Leykis Show. Hello. Doyle.
It's Joel.
I know, I just said that twice.
Sorry, man. I got a little bad connection here. Hey, all I just had one thing to say about that one chick that called saying that she was going to come down there.
Right.
She's a picky. At 150, 5'2", nah, that's a little too much.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. Maybe she's carrying still a couple babies in there.
We're carrying something in there. Probably carrying a couple of pints of Haagen-Dazs in there. Well, she said she's coming down. We'll find out. Let's say hi to Andre on the Tom Leykis Show. Hello.
Hello, Tom.
Hello, Andre.
Hey, I was wondering, Jenny Davison's got to be on that list, right?
All right, so if you want to put prostitutes, porn stars, Mariah Carey, okay, I mean, sure, you can put those on the list if you want. Well, Mariah Carey, talk about a piggy, but nonetheless. Yeah, but I mean, when you're talking about executives and companies, unless you're an executive at a pornography company, I don't see it.
I completely agree with you that she's a whore, but for all those people out there that want to say there's always an exception to the rule, where she's the exception and she's a whore.
There you go. I don't disagree with any of that.
Tom Leykis.
Tom Leykis?
Leykis.
Leykis.
1-800-5800-TOM.
Hey, the best thing to happen to men since remote control.
Thank you.
It's the Tom Leykis Show.
From Los Angeles, it's the Tom Leykis Show at 1-800-5800-TOM. Boys Night Out comes to Dallas to the legendary Majestic Theater 3 weeks from Friday. That's Friday, December 2nd at 8:30 p.m. I'm the MC for this X-rated show. Bobby Slayton's our headliner. John DeResta and Steve Brewer will be there. And it is almost 3 hours of outrageous, unrateable comedy that we could never get away with on the air. I mean, really over-the-top, extreme stuff. And yet we do not limit the age group that can come. Anybody can come. Anybody can't booze, of course, but anybody can come. And it will be outrageous, we promise. Many of you in Dallas, Fort Worth have asked us to come, and we are bringing Boys Night out there 3 weeks from Friday, on Friday, December 2nd. It will blow you away, but the most important key here is the reason it's going to be so much fun, there won't be any broads there, no chicks, and you're not bringing any either, okay? Bring the guys from the office, bring the guys you go out to strip clubs with, bring the guys you watch the game with on Sunday, but by all means, no broads. Tickets available at Ticketmaster. You call this number, 214-373-8000. Call it now while you're thinking about it. 214-373-8000 is the number. You can go to Ticketmaster.com, buy your tickets online at Ticketmaster.com. Or if you forget all of this, you can go to our website, blowmeuptom.com, and the information is right there. It's Boys Night Out, Friday, December 2nd, 3 weeks from this Friday. It's going to be at 8:30 p.m. at the Majestic Theater in Dallas. Call this number right now while you're thinking about it, 214-373-8000. 214-373-8000, or go to Ticketmaster.com. 1-800-5800-TOM is our telephone number. Let's say hello here to Kara on the Tom Leykis Show.
Hi, Tom.
Hi, Kara.
I just wanted, you sound like you have a cold. Do you have a cold?
I do, and I've discussed it ad infinitum on the air.
You need to go get some miso soup. Do you like tofu?
I have, dear, I have tried anything and everything.
Well, I'm saying this because I have the same thing. It's terrible.
And miso soup is the cure. But don't start with the cures for colds. That is like the red ants problem. Somebody calls in and says, I can't get rid of red ants. Does somebody have a solution? And then everybody starts calling in.
Okay.
Don't start people calling in with cold remedies.
Just trying to help.
Nothing will ruin a show faster.
But I wanted to tell you that you're absolutely right about the hot chick not needing to work, because I got a 4.0 in school, and right after.
Yeah.
I was bombarded with engagements and everything else. But it does help if you're smart and you're hot, because then you can help your husband with his portfolio or your retirement or whatever.
Well, that's when you're looking for a husband, but most guys just looking to get laid. And if we're just looking to get laid, we don't need your big mouth.
Right. Mm-hmm.
Unless it's filled.
Which I don't have. Not my relationship anyways.
Oh, very good.
Mm-hmm.
You know how to keep that trap shut. Very good.
Pretty much. It's my husband who is the bitch, pretty much.
Is that so? Is he your bitch?
He's my bitch.
Oh, boy.
I got him locked up in my closet.
I'll bet you do, like Desperate Housewives. I know. I know. Bye, Kara.
Bye.
Bye. 1-800-5800-TOM. Mike on the Tom Leykis Show. Hello.
Hey, Professor, what's up, baby?
The ratings, my paycheck.
Nobody earns it more than you do. Hey, I'm really confused. You got to help me out, Professor, because I don't get why it's okay for these ugly, fugly bitches to be using their brains to get ahead, or somebody with a little voice or personality like that sappy Delilah to get ahead, but it's not okay for the hot chicks, the 21-year-old that was on there a little bit ago, to be using what she's got going for her. What is the difference in the body parts? Does anybody other than the fugly chicks have a problem with this?
I agree with you. Why is it okay to have your brain exploited but not your body?
Absolutely. I'd like to hear. Let's get somebody to tell us the difference. I don't get it. You gotta help me.
I agree with that. I know I'm being exploited for my big mouth. As long as they keep paying, I'll keep doing it. Amanda on the Tom Leykis Show. Hello, Amanda.
Tom, are you there?
No, I left the room.
How you doing? I have been listening to your show for only like 2 weeks now. Okay, and I'm sitting here on the 101 freeway in Camarillo, California. I want to say that I am 5'6", I weigh 142 pounds on a digital scale, and I am hot as you know what.
Do you weigh differently on an analog scale?
I don't know, but I mean, to say 5'6", 150 pounds, it's also how your weight is distributed too. Now, if I was 100...
There, I'll tell you what.
Listen to me, Tom.
If your breasts weigh 60 pounds, I'm in.
No, they don't. I told the guy that answered the phone that I'm a 36B, okay? Right. But and I'm blonde, and I'm a 36...
Where is all that weight, dear?
No, there is none. I'm more muscle than fat.
Come on.
Between 10 and 20 times a day.
Come on.
The truckers beeping, guys hitting on me, guys stalking me. I have guys following me into stores.
Mm-hmm.
I swear to living God.
Uh-huh.
And 142 at 5'6", and maybe a little tiny bit taller than 5'6". But, I mean, yes, you can be hot and be 142.
Well, you'll have to come down here and show us.
Then, you know what, I'd be more than happy to, seriously. Right. Because I think you have it all wrong. It's how your weight is distributed. It is. If you're 150 pounds of all fat, okay, you're going to look like a pudge.
Well, we're waiting to see.
Okay, but if you're 142 pounds of mostly muscle and you work out like I do, you look good, and you are hot.
Right. Well, we'll see.
I don't think you're taking everything into consideration here. And
again, you come down and prove me wrong. I'll take a look.
And here's something else too. Like I just was getting fast food. Okay. As I was getting ready to talk to you, and the guy at the fast food place, before he said anything, I said I was going to be on the show, and I told him what it was about. And he goes, you're hot. He goes, I don't know what he's talking about. He's trying to tell you, he's trying to say someone like looks like you is not hot, and I was like, yeah. He goes, you are hot.
Well, you'll bring it down here, and I'll take a picture.
And he's like 18 years old.
When they're 18, they'll...
And now I pretty much agree with everything you have to say.
They'll hook themselves up to the Auric vacuum cleaner.
I mean, and I don't really take offense to it because I respect your opinion or whatever, but, I mean, I'm not offended at all, but, I mean, you literally have to see it to believe it.
All right.
And I'm definitely confident.
All right, break it down. We'll take a picture, we'll put it on the website, we'll let the boys be the judge. These chicks don't come down. They don't. They all say they will, and then they don't. 1-800-5800-TOM is our telephone number. Steve on the Tom Leykis Show. Hello.
Hey, brother. I just wanted to respond to that female real estate agent that called in earlier.
Right.
I'm an electrician down in Huntington Beach, and I see these rich, successful, drop-dead, gorgeous real estate agents all day long. Do you know what? 99 times out of 10, They're just some bimbo that couldn't hack it as a model or an actress, so they went into real estate.
By the way, real estate agents, sorry to say this, girls, real estate agents are women who don't like coming in at 9 o'clock or 8:30 in the morning like men.
Yeah.
So they love to brag about how, they wake up in the morning and they call their voicemail to see if anybody checked in, and they check their pager. That they are dysfunctional, and they are not able to show up at the office 8:30 to 5, 8:30 to 5:30, 8 to 5. They can't do it.
Yeah, they're trophy wives in training.
That's exactly right. One of them here in L.A., and I've met her. She doesn't remember that I met her. You know the song My Sharona?
Right.
Sharona's a real person.
Yeah.
And she's a real estate agent in L.A.
Mm-hmm.
And I met her one day. She was having an open house, and there she was. Sharona.
Amazing, huh? Yeah, I'm not impressed by them. They're just bimbos who look hot, and they sell houses because they couldn't hack it as a model or an actress. That's it.
Good point, Steve. Thank you.
Tom Leykis. 1-800-5800-TOM. 1-800-5800-866.
When one of your boys becomes a puss, you got to do like an intervention.
I will get all of my friends in a room someday, and we'll just, grab some foam bats, and we'll beat the pussy right out of them.
That's right.
The Tom Leykis Show.
Tom Leykis Show. 1-800-5800-TOM is our telephone number. Katie on the Tom Leykis Show. Hello.
Hello?
Is that a question or a statement, Katie?
Well, I just wanted to is this Tom?
Oh, did you want to talk to Tom?
Yeah.
Okay, hold on, please. The Tom Leykis Show. 1-800-5800-TOM is our telephone number. This is Katie. Hello.
Hi. I just wanted to let you know that I love your show, and I think you're right about everything, and you've helped me, through a lot of stuff. And I think you have the sexiest voice. It, turns me on, because I drive home from work, and I'm listening to you, and it's like, oh, my God.
Really?
Your voice turns me on, yeah.
Is that so?
Yes.
Love that.
Yeah. Well, I love you. Thank you for helping me. You're so right about everything. And I told my friend to listen to you, and she's like, he's so stupid. It's because she's fat.
Yeah.
And she's like, she's a dumb bitch.
Hot chicks don't mind this show at all.
No, I don't mind it at all. It's nice.
What do you look like?
I've got strawberry blonde hair, brown eyes. I weigh 125. I'm 5'6.5", and I got some freckles, but I'm tan, and I got a nice ass, and I work out all the time.
Really?
So. Yeah, I'm 22.
That sounds good.
Yeah.
So of course you don't mind the show.
No, I don't mind. I love it. It's like everything people are afraid to say, and I love hearing the women call in that are all offended.
Oh.
It's like, they sound so stupid.
Well, that's how you know who all the fugly ones are.
Huh?
That's how you know the fugly ones who call in.
Oh, yeah, I know. It's like, you can just hear the fat.
That's right. You can hear the fat.
Yeah.
Hello, Tom. Long time listener, first time caller. I hate your show. You're so stupid.
You can tell by listening.
Eating. You can hear them eating in between everything.
That's right.
Saying.
That's exactly right.
To all those fat women that call in and are all pissed off about what Tom says, it's a wake-up call. It would do you a lot of good to listen to him and get to the gym. And stop being such a bitch to your man or whatever. If you have a man.
Exactly.
How. Okay.
Yeah. If you have a man that will see you before 11 o'clock at night.
Yeah. He's got erectile dysfunction because of you.
You know the cure for ED, don't you, Katie?
Wait. YG?
YG, that's right.
Yep. Me.
Sounds good to me, Katie.
All right, well, just wanted to say that. And have a good night. It was nice talking to you.
Thank you. Appreciate the call. 1-800-5800-TOM is our telephone number. Kara on the Tom Leykis Show. Hello.
Hey, Tom. How you doing? This
I'm
is
okay.
Kara.
Yes, I know.
How you doing?
Great.
Hey, I got a question for you.
Yes, dear.
The guy for 2.5 years now, and we're both mid-30s, good job, homeowners, that kind of thing, never been married. I have a 14-year-old daughter. And so I started kind of pushing, hey, let's move this forward here. So I get what I call the shut me up little promise ring last Christmas.
Yeah, that's a shut me up act for sure. You're not getting the engagement ring.
The Tom Leykis Show.